Hello everybody. Okay, yesterday we found the average rate of change on a graph and we found the average rate of change in a table, and you practiced a few problems. Today we're going to do what I believe is the hardest one. The reason why I think these are the hardest ones is because you don't have ordered pairs and you can't quickly find the ordered pairs. Like here, you just look up, find your x value and find the ordered pair. Here you find your x value and you have your ordered pair. Here you actually have to plug in your x values. So write this down. Plug in. You are going to have to plug in two x values. Well, y'all, when we plug in, we actually could write that as f of 2. That means we're going to plug 2 in right here. This is my x value, and when I plug it in, my answer is my y value. So we're going to plug a 2 in. In other words, we're evaluating the function at x equals 2. What does it sound like? Blank squared plus 3. Blank squared plus 3. What goes in place of x? The 2. Okay. Now, if you want good practice for the EOC, you may want to try to do this math without a calculator and then check it. So 2 squared is 4 plus 3 is 7. So, y'all, what have I done here? Well, I have found my ordered pair on the graph that's represented by this function. What is it? Well, the x value is 2 and the y value is 7. Okay. Now I need another pair because this is where x is 4. So I'm going to evaluate the function at 4. What does that mean? It just means I'm plugging in. Blank squared plus 3. And I'm going to plug my 4 in. So this is 16 plus 3 is 19. And now I found that when x is 4, y is 19. So there's my second order pair. And now, just like we did over here, now that I have my ordered pairs, I can find my rate of change. So we're going to do. Down, up, down, up. When I simplify on top, I get negative 12. When I simplify on the bottom, I get negative 2. Get an average rate of change of 6 here. Okay. All right, I gave you another function. Notice this is, we know this one is a quadratic. This one is an exponential. So let's go ahead and give this one a shot. Sometimes plugging in powers, we need some practice with that. So notice it's over the interval 0 to 4. So I've got one of my x values is is 0. So I need to find g of 0. In other words, I'm plugging in 0. And then I need to find g of 4. In other words, I'm plugging in x equals 4. And when I do that, I'll have my y value. I'll have my ordered pair. So what does this sound like? Well, it's 2 raised to the blank. See, that's a power. Plus 3. Notice that is not a power. And sorry, put you on pause again. So where was I? We're going to plug a 0 in, and y'all be very careful. The 0 is the power, okay? Let's go ahead and get this one set up. 2 to the raised to the blank plus 3. Now, folks, again, we're going to put a 4 in here. Again, y'all, you can actually do this without a calculator. Anything raised to the 0 power is a 1. You may not remember that from laws of exponents, but that's a 1 plus 3 is a 4. So we have an ordered pair, 0, 4. Okay, and now we've got a 4 in here. You could actually do this in your head. This is 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, plus 3 is 19. So let's write that down. So that's the ordered pair, 4, 19. Okay. And now we're going to do. Down, up, let's see, that's negative 15. I think that's negative 4. Let's see. Yep. Negative 15, negative 4. And it's going to be 15 over 4. Don't be afraid of fractions. You could turn that into a decimal if you wanted as well. Okay? All right, now what I want you to do is you're going to practice that. And so you'll be getting that sheet, trying to find it just to show it to you. Okay, that's going to look like this. So you are going to find your slopes, your average rate of changes over these intervals, and then you're just going to decide if these are linear, quadratic, or exponential. These should be pretty easy because you got the equations right in front of you. You guys have a good day.